Hello guys, welcome back to my channel again, Sugilanon Channel, the unveiling story and sparking joy. Well, today guys, we'll have another topic for to be discussed for today, entitled periodic trends in atomic properties. This is still in connections with the periodic table or the periodic table of elements. Okay, so let's begin. So again, the title is Periodic Trends in Atomic Properties. So we will be using the periodic table as our guide in understanding the topic. And by the way, before we proceed, let me introduce to you myself. And I am, yes, this is me, Rafael P. Inson, your presenter for today. Well, to start with, we will be tackling also about the history of the periodic table. And of course, it was all started in the name of Anton Lavoisier. So that this is in actually in the year 1743 until 1794. So what is the contribution of Anton Lavoisier in the history of what we call this one, the periodic table? So actually, this person published Elements of Chemistry in 1789, which he included a list of simple substances which we now know to be elements. So he formed the basis of the modern periodic table of elements and only in classified substances as metals or nonmetals. So that's his work in the history of the periodic table. And of course, the second one is Johann de Bruiner in 1780 to 1849. And he published the law of triad, or classified elements into a triad. But what is the role of de Bruiner in this one? He actually examined the properties of sets of elements that he called triads. Say, for example, groups these three elements with related properties and weights, and began in 1817 when he realized strontium was halfway between the weights of calcium and barium, and they all possess similar traits. So say for example, the Briner triad is an example of just like this one. Calcium and strontium and barium, their atomic weight, the average of the atomic weight of calcium and barium is equal slightly to the strontium. So meaning to say these three elements, the three mean triads, has their own similar properties. No? So meaning to say they arrange the elements according to their similar properties by three or by triad. So the elements have similar properties in atomic weight, and the second element of a set is the average of the atomic weights of the other elements of the set. So that's what uh, he's trying to say. And of course, the third one is Johann Newlands in 1837 to 1898. He proposed and developed his law of octaves. Yes, you are right. The law of octaves state that when the elements are listed by increasing atomic weight, the eight elements are similar to the first, and ninth to the second, and so forth. Compare this relationship to the octaves of musical notes. If you have seen that one in the musical notes drawing above, so yes, elements stated they repeated their chemical properties every eight elements. So we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the eight elements is similar to that, to the first, no? Muna siyang iyang statement, and of course so on and so forth. Similar to the data of octaves in music. So say for example that one, no? Basta kay he grouped the elements according to eight. That's the law of octave. And next one is the history of the periodic table is Dmitry Mendeleev in 1834 to 1907. He is a Russian chemist. Yes, but he is also known as today as the father of periodic table. So what is the role of Dmitri Mendeleev here, or he established the periodic law? When the elements are studied in order of increasing atomic weight, of course, similarities in properties recur periodically, meaning to say, he arranged the periodic table of elements in the periodic table according to their, yes, atomic weights or atomic mass. Arrange element based on their accepted atomic mass and properties that he observed. So you all know where to find the atomic weight or masses, no, of certain elements in the periodic table. We are all done with that a certain topic, and listed elements with similar characteristic in the groups or family. So meaning to say, aside from arranging that elements into their increasing atomic weight, he arranged that also based on their family and group. No, group is, you have to read that one in top to bottom, and period is in terms of left to right. So that's the contribution. Left blank spots for predicted elements. So today you have observed the periodic table that there are empty spaces there in the 100 plus number, because if somebody else would try to discover new element, then your spot is reserved in that certain criteria. Who knows? Maybe you are the one who is watching right now who will able to discover a new element, then you have already a spot in the predict table to be placed there. And that of course upon the examination and evaluation of the expert. If you are really something discovered a new one, okay? So the metrium in the leaf, yes, if you had seen this one, and that's increasing atomic mass now from lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon 12, nitrogen 14, oxygen 16, fluorine 19. So increasing na siya, which really coincide sa ihang pag-arrange, no? And of course, yes, this is the table represents the Mendeleev, so increasing atomic weight from 72 to 70, what do you call this one, depending on your comparison, okay? But next one is we have Henry Moseley in 1887 to 1915. Actually, this was coincide with the implementation of Dmitri Mendeleev, and he is an English physicist, right? Arranged the element based on the increasing atomic number. So Henry Moseley used the atomic number, or arranged literally the periodic table, the elements in the periodic table based on their increasing atomic number. So you are already know and familiar where to find the atomic number. We already done that also, and of course the atomic mass. So the increasing atomic weight or number from Henry Moseley to Dmitri Mendeleev coincide when it comes to their principles and theory. And actually, there is no opposition happening there. So what was the discovery of Moseley was also being observed by Dmitri Mendeleev. Okay, so that's why we have a certain kind of arrangement of the periodic table right now. So remember that if you are trying to review again, that the atomic number of a certain element that is equivalent to the number of protons in a neutral atoms in the nucleus, as well as to the number of electrons. Okay, so the periodic table looks similar to Mendeleev design. Since atomic number increases, so does the atomic mass, no? So it so happened that their discovery was really coincide with each other. So what do you mean by periodic law? A periodic occurring regular interview relates the trends of the periodic table of the elements, which means the modern now right now the modern periodic table, when elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic number, there is a periodic repetitions in their properties. So just like Mendeleev suspected, no? And of course, the next one is how to read the periodic table. If you have that one, the period is in the horizontal rows, and of course the groups or family is in vertical row in upward downward manner. Yes, Horizontal is just like this one. This is the horizontal from left to right going there, and then and the groups is from top to bottom. So you can say ibabaw, paingon sa baba, from top to bottom. So that is by group, top to bottom, and left to right is by period. Okay. And of course, reading the periodic table, the valence electrons are periodic. So notice the similarities. Example, while the noble gas configurations for fluorine is, we all already know that one s 2, 2s2, 2p5. So the valence electrons, are you familiar with the valence electrons as we have mentioned yes last time? Those are the outer electrons. So since in the orbit of 2s2 and 2p5, so those are the valence electrons. So mean to say in the fluorine molecule, the valence electrons is 7. And for the chlorine molecule, when you try to write the shorthand notation, so the valence electron is 7, still from 3s2 and 3p7, so 3p5. And the bromine is 7, yung valence, both in the 4s2 and 4p5. And of course, the last one is the krypton, yung valence electron is 7. And when it's say that's and according to my group, yes, that's from top to bottom. So group one, they are in the name of their family as all known as alkali family, and of course located in the group one, except for hydrogen, as I always mentioning that hydrogen is not belong to group one, but rather it is placed there because hydrogen is the lightest element among all, and for the purpose of arrangement as what Mendeleev and of course mostly arrange the periodic table, so they place there as the number one. But again, that's not an alkali metal. That's the only one that does not belong there. Located in the group one and extremely reactive. So we want to lose to become noble gas like. So it's reactive because they tend to lose one electron because ang tanan nga naa sa group one, lahat na nasa group one, when they tend to attract with other element, they try to lose one electron. It's only one because they belong to group one. No? Anong one man lang, kay mo na yung valence electrons. So, kinsa man itong mga one valence electrons? So, we have the lithium, sodium, potassium. So, those are the, yes, valence electrons. And they are named as alkali. And the alkaline earth metals is also very reactive, and they naturally as a compound. So the one that would lose electrons in alkaline metal is 2 electrons must be done to lose, you know. And of course, groups of elements. So these are the example for the group 7 elements that's unapplicable that we are using right now in our community or even in our way of living home, etc. So very active non-metal, mga non-metal na nang ang mga group 17 or 7 mga halogen. Group 18 is noble. Take note, as I said, the American system used the 1 to 18 for the arrangement, but in the IUPAC, 1, 2, 8, 3, 1A, 3B, and then 3A, 3, 4A, until 8A. So, kaning halogens na belong na sila sa 7A. Group 18, as I said, they are the noble gas, sometimes called inert gas. So what's the other term for noble gas? Inert, meaning to say unreactive, since they generally don't react. Mainly true, but not always. Krypton, xenon react sometimes, have found all of the valence shell electrons. So that's the number. That's how we're trying to know the noble. And the transition metals is center of the 3D mga D or mga B orbita, B metal. So they're just from starting from 3B until what do you, asa na siya taman? 13B or what? And of course, located in the center of the periodic table, mga metals, lanthanides, actinides, those are the mga metals. Excuse me. Lanthanides and actinides located at the bottom of the periodic table. I think they're period number 6 and 7. And the fourth element of the F orbitals, so siya mga lanthanides and actinides. Okay, nasaan dito ang mga alkali metal? Yes, ito yung mga alkali metal. So let me see ha. Ang mga alkali metal is ito yung mga nandito. Ito yung mga alkali metal. And next one, ang alkaline earth metal. Nasaan yung alkaline earth metal? Yes, dito mga group 2. Ito sila, mga alkaline earth metal. And of course, ang mga transition metals are this one. Kanina din mga transition metals sila. Apil pa na sila diri dapit mga metals, lanthanides, actinides, diri ang mga metals na ha. Diri nga sides so diri ang mga metals. No? Kana da. And the metalloids. Aman ang mga metalloids dapit. So diri mga, di ba, their characteristics both metal and non-metal starting from here diri. So mga metalloids na sila except for the aluminum that's a purely metal, no? Exception to the arrangement, no, nga nakabutang dito. And halogens, actinides, and anthonides. Ang mga halogens is nara diri. Kani diri mga halogen or group 7. Whereas the anthonides or actinides, ang mga lanthanides is dinhi, actinides din ha. Okay? So even nagbaylo ba sila or wala? Lanthanide, actinide, so that is their positioning in the periodic table. Okay, so the noble gas, sa mga noble gas kanina dere group 8, they are noble because they are completely filled orbital 8 electron in every orbital. Okay, so let's begin with electronegativity. Actually, the periodic trends and properties has something standard to be followed. We have a format to be followed in identifying the periodic trends. So we cannot just merely about the rules, the electronegativity. We cannot just merely predict that this is one is more electronegative than the other without looking into the periodic table. So let's begin. So when we say electronegativity, that's an ability of an atom to pull electrons toward itself. When we say pull, birahonin mong electrons papunta sa iyo, no? To pull electrons towards by itself. And then the second one is what we call increasing going up and to the right. Man ang increasing going up to the right. Yung kag electronegativity. So kani increases going up. So pag paingon dito, mo increase ang imuhang electronegativity, and of course from left to right papunta doon, no, increasing atomic increasing electronegativity. So inana ang mga rules and speed across properties, across period. More ang sa itong period, you have to read the predictable based on the left to right na pamagi. So left from violet, right to orange or yellow. So as across the period, more protons in the nucleus more positively charged to pull electrons closer to itself. So muna siya ang going up to the right, muna electronegative pa dito pa yun kag na dito, as I said, going up to the right, increases going up. So paano yung electronegativity mo, increase po siya to the right po, increase po ang muhang electronegativity. That's the format ha. Be careful with that. Okay, and down a group, more electrons hold onto element can pull closely. So another is for the concept of electronegativity. The electronegativity is a measure of atoms' attractions toward itself in atoms' electrons. So meaning to say how stronger you are upon attraction of electrons going to yourself. Okay, so that's how we are trying to arrange that based on their pattern. It is arbitrary scale range from 0 to 4 ang electronegativity niya. So 0 to 4 ang range, no? Napakataas ng 4. And of course, generally metals are electron donators and have low electronegativity. So we'll try to find out. Not really try to find out, but it has been already have as a proof that electron donators, no, and have low electronegativity. So nonmetals are electron takers and of course high electronegativity, mga nonmetals. So sino ang mas mataas na electronegativity, si metal or non-metal? Yes, si non-metal because that's according to the rule. So what about noble gas? Do they need angry electrons? I think not. You have to think, do I call this one? Electronegativity, by the way, is a measure of atoms' attractions to another atoms of electron. It is arbitrary to scale the ranges from 0 to 4. It's an arbitrary. And nonmetals are electron takers while electronegativity is high electronegativities. So what about the noble gas? Do they need to react? What do you think? Okay, so this is the trend for electronegativity from, yes, going upward, that is increasing, and then going diagonal upward increasing gihapon siya, no? Kita nimo na ang mga roll sa from this certain bahay. And there is a call, electronegativity. What is the most electronegative question? What is the most electronegative atom or element and why? Yes, that's already, you are correct. The most electronegative element or atom is fluorine. It has a small atomic radius and high relative difference atomic when I say fluorine, it has a small atomic radius and high relative effective nuclear charge. So what's the most electronegative element in the entire periodic table? Yes, you're correct. That's the fluorine. So let's practice. Ansira ninyo niya guys. Is the electronegativity of barium larger than smaller than strontium? What do you think? Arrange the fluorine, oxygen, and sulfur in order of increasing electronegativity. So wala namang makakapasok sa electronegativity if you are trying to always follow what's the rule. Okay? And of course, the anong second predict trends? Atomic radius. So there are several important atomic radius characteristics that show predictable trends that you should know. The second and most important is the atomic radius. Radius is the distance. So what is really radius? Ito yung distance from the center of the nucleus to the edge of the electron cloud. So shall we say, since electron cloud, ano yung electron clouds? That's the probability of finding electrons in a certain atom because that's the area where they are trying to always move from each other. And since electron edge is difficult to define, scientists use defined covalent radius or half of the distance between two nuclei of two bonded atoms. So when we say atomic radii, usually measure in picometer or PM or angstrom. So 1 angstrom is 1 times 10 raised to the power of negative 10 picometer. No? Muna ihang rules. And this is how we are trying to define the atomic radius. Two bromine atoms bonded together. So muna ilang radius, no? Both duha. So 1/2 of that one mo, ang original ng radius. So meaning to say, kung may kag-radius lang sa isa ka atom, dinhi from the center, paingon dinha. Ana muna siya dinhi paingon din muna lang radius, no? That's it. And of course, the trend for atomic radius is vertical in column and smaller to go from the trend of atomic radius is vertical in column is to go from smaller to the top and larger at the bottom. So pagikan ka sa ibabaw papunta sa baba, yung atomic radius is, I think that is increasing, no, larger. But when from left to right, yung atomic radius is decreasing, no, because of the effective nuclear charge nga imong Why did H down family with an entirely new energy level? What do you think? Okay, so another concept for atomic radius is the horizontal period is less obvious. What happens to the atomic radius as you step from left to right? Left to right is decreasing ang atomic radius because the increase ng electrons, magkagamay ang proton, iyang is-shrink ang mahitaruan na. Okay, so the trend, what happens to the atomic radius? Each step adds proton and proton. I will tell you that. I was already telling you. So the effect is more positive in nucleus. So yes, that's it. The nucleus is more positive and electron cloud is more negative. So meaning to say, the For a shortcut, the atomic radius is from left to right is increasing, and of course from top to bottom is no, left to right is decreasing yung radius, but from top to bottom that is increasing kasi lumalaki na yung mga flower na, no? And don't forget to use that mnemonic device, trip quadruple L, lower left, large lost. So muna siya. This is the trend for atomic radius. If you might see that one, oh, gikan sa ibabang from hydrogen pababa, yung atomic radius is increasing. But in yung gikan sa left to right, from metal to non-metal to metal, mo decrease po diya, or increase siya pa yung dito sa metal, no? Ang iyang oil resumption. So exploring why a magnesium atom is smaller than atoms both sodium and calcium, because of their charges, no? And also the effective nuclear charge would really try you to keep quiet. What do you keep quiet? Okay, next is the ionization energy. The first ionization energy is lower or easy lang siya, because that's an electrons that you're trying to remove from a certain orbit. You need an energy just in order for that to be ejected. So mas madali ang first electron nga na-eject compared to the second one, kay mas closer naman siya dito sa nucleus, so more difficult and more difficult also. Bromine, and just yes, that is ano. Okay, so may ionization energy. There are trends also. This is the second important period trend in an element, no? And atom has ionized or charge. This is the trend for ionization energy, no? From bottom paingon sa ibabaw, dinhi papunta dito, dinhi paingon dito, ano siya, is increasing, no? And of course, from left to right, yung ionization energy is increasing as well. Okay? Ionization energy, compare what, and next is metallic character. So think about where the metals and non-metals are located in the periodic table. You are already familiar with that one, no? Metals, for example, which this element most metallic, no, kanang naa din na dapit from top to bottom, sa ibabaw pa yung sa ubos, yung metallic character would try to increase. And of course, from right to left, o may increase po siya, left to right, may increase po yung metallic character. Maganda ng strongest metal, no, mga alkaline metal, ana, kay dito man siya increasing, then ang pababa po is mo increase po siya. And of course, last but not the least, ionic radius. So pila ito taman atong periodic trends nato: electronegativity, atomic radius, ionization energy, metallic character, metallic radius, and the number 5 is ionic radius. So when you say ionic radius, the radius of an atom where electron lost or gain different atoms from atomic radius. So meaning to say, atomic radius, mas greater ang radius sa cations when electrons are removed. So modako siya from where it is derived. So from ionic radius sa, for example, calcium, neutral pa siya compared sa calcium atom. So mas dako og radius si calcium atom, kay because ni-gain man siya og just like that. So ionic radius, ang ionic radius of an ion increases when electrons are needed, no? So meaning kasi kung negatively charged siya, mudaghan siya, mas taas siya og ionic radius, mas dako siya. So compared to the size of the color red, kanang color red, lithium atom, no? Atom pa siya, well, lithium ion ni gamay na siya. So meaning to say, ikumpara nimo sa lithium original og lithium nga na-charge, mas dako og radius tong na-charge compared sa gamay ra. Okay? Cations are smaller than the atoms from which they are formed. Size decreases due to the decreasing protons and attraction. And of course, ions are larger than the atom from which they are formed. So may kag sodium atom, fluorine atom, then if minus na charge, so mas dako ang charge na ay negative. Size increases due to more electron shell. So dako ang iyang electron shell, dako pa ang iyang size sa ions, no? Okay, sa may dako taas og ion si ano S fluorine minus 1 or si oxygen minus 2. Oh. Since just like what since if you are confused, just try to look for these overall table trends, natin properties, atomic radius, ionization energy, just like that one, and of course increases tong down payment down payment good from that certain table. Well, tayo tulo ka table properties, trends, and period. Tanawa lang na you for you to answer. Okay, practice assignment. Rank the elements from the lowest to highest when it comes to electronegativity, ionic atomic radius, metallic character, and ionization energy. I forgot to include here the cations and anions. No. Well, thank you for listening, and of course, kung nagustuhan niyo itong video na ito, please help me to increase my subscriber and at the same time my watch hours. But of course, just from coming from your heart, if you really feel like to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel and watch every video that I am going to upload. And I'm very much happy if you're trying to help me, no? So I think we will be doing in the next topic as the chemical bonding. We're trying to apply what we have discussed today and in the previous. Okay. So once again, please subscribe to my channel, Sugilanan channel, The Unhealing Story and Sparking Joy. This is me again, your presenter, Rafael Pianson. And that's the end for today. And thank you and God bless us all. Bye-bye.